Okay, day 34. If you watched last night, I recorded a couple videos about this guy, this Navy intel specialist. He was the top guy in a country where we had a long war. I'll leave it at that. But he was the top guy, Navy intel specialist in that conflict. Anyway, the he had adopted a dog from Iraq where the person had been killed, the soldier had been killed. Now this isn't that dog, but he came home Saturday and his dog was like, very sad. I believe this dog has actually taken a photo of actually after the partner, his soldier has been killed. And the dog's a decorated dog, etc. And was trying to get him just a transition dog during the period because he's going to have to put this dog down tomorrow. So this makes my point about the Awans, though. No matter how good our intelligence is, no matter how many great veterans we have, no matter how many bomb-sniffing dogs we have, if you have a leak, terabytes going to Pakistan, if you have terabytes going to Pakistan, I just upgraded my Google email to 10 gigabytes. I've had that account for 10 years. You wouldn't believe how much mail I get since I started this project. 10 gigabytes. This is 100 times that going to Pakistan. Again, loose lips sink ships. That's if only 1 terabyte went. We don't know. We still don't know. Luke hasn't published that data yet. Luke hasn't published the fact that Imran had access to the credit union server. He hasn't published any of the Grafenstein report. So anyway, and I'm sure he will. He's trying as hard as he can as well. But I just wanted to make that point that this is directly connected to this. The Awans wanting more time is directly connected to this. I'm not saying that Imran knows that information in Pakistan is being used that way, but I'm pretty sure somebody along the way, when you start handing out classified information to a lot of people, this is what happens. The dead soldier and the dog that needs to be adopted, okay? So I deleted it. People accused me of buying the vet a drink. Yes, I did. And I bought him a very expensive scotch, as a matter of fact. So, because I wanted to thank him. And he may be an expert witness for us as well, because this next topic is going to be about Mark Lambert and his Navy intel background. Well, currently Mark Lambert, we think, might be running a distillery called the Dragon Distillery. And that distillery is in Maryland, Frederick, Maryland. Okay? And if you read about Mark Frederick, it'll talk about he's a Navy intel guy, etc., and it goes through his background. Then he speaks fluent Arabic. Now, if he was just trading with the Russians, you wouldn't think that. Now, he was also assigned for 5 years in Greece, which was the listening post for a long time before Turkey became the listening post for the Navy. Now, he's mainly a sub guy in these littoral battleships, which are kind of the fast battleships, the intruder battleships, which are going to be replaced by the fast frigate, I'm told, here fairly soon, the guided cruise missile frigate. But anyway, this is the founder here, Mark Lambert, I believe, is an Arabic linguist, an intelligence analyst while stationed overseas. This is right from the Dragon Distillery in Frederick, Maryland. It's, close to Antietam or Sharpsburg, where the Battle of Antietam was in the Civil War. It's also the home of the Civil War Medicine Hall of Fame. So I think medicine, it was an early battle, 1862. It kind of pressed the envelope in terms of battlefield medicine. So anyway, Navy veteran, Arabic linguist, intelligence analyst, stationed overseas and in Maryland. I believe he was in Annapolis. He could have been stationed elsewhere. He could have been stationed at NSA. We don't know. That's in Fort Meade, Maryland. He looks like an NSA guy to me. Surface and sub warfare. Stationed in Greece for 5 years. Operation Desert Storm. So he was in the same conflict as the guy I was talking to last night, which was Iraq. Okay. So, and this person probably knows this person. Now, I'm not saying he does or he doesn't, but it would be interesting to see if he does know this person. So, speaking of maritime logistics, you might have remembered yesterday where I talked about this channel logistics, and I published the pictures of the folks that started Channel Logistics, and after 9/11 they switched to maritime freight options, and they also have a patent for maritime freight operation. Now I'm going to tell you, this e-logistics patent, I will bet anything, is videoing a load from Qasim to videoing a container the whole way end to end is going to be their patent. I'm going to just predict that right now. So you will have more proof of the logistics involvement. I won't talk much about the lawsuit other than the time is of the essence. This is a continuing situation, so we need to act quickly. So I'll just end it with this. The Dragon Distillery here, his parents, his father is in Zaire, or excuse me, Zambia, which if you don't know, Zambia is got a lot of uranium. There is quite a bit of uranium mining controversy there right now with the natives or the people, the indigenous people of the different tribes in Zambia wanting a slice of the pie for taking all their uranium. So it's interesting that Mark Lambert's dad was there. A lot of times you become a high school principal. Mark's dad became a high school principal, but I think he might have had an intelligence background before that. We'll see. So the elusive Mark Lambert, if you want to go out to the distillery and try some of his stuff, yes, indeed, I did buy a very expensive scotch for this other Navy Intel guy. Maybe we got it from Dragon Distillery last night.